Next up, we got the NHL playoffs. Hasn't seen this in 25 years. By the young man, hockey psychology. Now, what I want to do, y'all, is I don't want to react to every single game. All right. Now, what I want to do is kind of focus on the best games. So y'all can let me know in the comments, what is the absolute best games to react to? It has to be worth reacting to. If not, then we're not gonna react to it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna focus on just the like videos like these. Whenever he dropped videos like these, then just like NHL highlights in general. I'm gonna find more videos, or y'all can let me know in the comments too. But it's kind of hard keeping up with both the NBA finals or NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Especially reacting every game. It's like what? It's almost like 10 games. It's like 10 reactions I gotta do. It's literally overkill, bro. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna just do the best games. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is worth it. Anything that's just like boring, it's not worth reacting to. You know what I'm saying? So let me know in the comments what videos let me know what I should react to. If you want more NHL content, hit the like button and subscribe button. Let's just hop into it.
NHL playoffs, and it's
I heard the Islanders versus the Hurricanes was good though, so you might check that out. That might be the only one I react to. So
our start. We've had insane comebacks, chaotic back and forth games, controversial storylines, and an incredible individual performance that the NHL hasn't seen in over 25 years. It is the best time of the year if you're a hockey fan, so let's cover everything that happened in this video. Saturday, the beginning. The NHL playoffs officially started on Saturday, and we had two games in the East to kick us off. The first game being the Islanders and the Hurricanes. Now, if you're hungover from Friday, you'd probably choose this game or series to sleep through, but that's because these two teams' biggest strengths are on the defensive side of the puck. However, the start of the game didn't seem like it'd go that way, as the Kings got an early power play goal, and Evgeny Kuznetsov rips one under the bar just over a minute into this game. The Birdman Selly is fully activated, and the Canes take advantage of the Isles' league worst penalty kill to set the tone. Just a few minutes later, a rookie Cal McLean ties the game after Carolina gets loosey-goosey in their own end. Then for the better part of two periods, the Islanders actually looked like the better team, as they were forcing Carolina to make mistakes all over the ice. But the Hurricanes have none other than Mr. Anderson himself. The Islanders got a golden opportunity. Mr. Anderson is on his ass, and he gets a glove out to absolutely rob Noah Dobson.
I remember seeing this.
Hurricanes play the rope-a-dope, and Stefan Nation shovels in the eventual game winner. Hurricanes take game one despite the Islanders dictating most of the play. Then we had game one of the Leafs versus Bruins, and every Leaf fan had the shakes after about 3 minutes into this game. Before the game even starts, Max Domi looks to set the tone by getting in the mix with Marchand, but early in the first, John Beecher scores to set off that dreaded goal horn for Leaf fans.
This game was exciting, though.
And the ride begins once again. Seemed like out of the gate, Boston controlled the tempo of this one, with Toronto taking some undisciplined penalties. Boston goes 2 for 5 on the power play, and the Leafs big boys have another quiet playoff night. Bruins win game one 5-1. Leafs Nation is in shambles.
Also, too, I just thought about it now. When it comes to react to the games, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what comment I get the most. So I know, because I already know people will be trying to be in my comments just trying to tell me to react to their favorite team. You know what I'm saying? That's obvious. So whatever comment, whatever games I get commented the most, that's the one I'm going. Because obviously, if multiple people was commenting, then it's obviously good. You know what I'm saying? But if it's just one person, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
And the Cup Parade is canceled due to another traumatic experience at TD Garden. Sunday.
No way he put on
another traumatic one. Leafs Nation is in shambles.
Did he just put on a new jersey over it? Was that the Leafs?
5-1. Leafs Nation is in shambles, and the Cup Parade is canceled due to another traumatic experience at TD Garden. Sunday. Jet Circus. Sunday was the first full day of playoff hockey, and it started with the Battle of Florida between the Lightning and the Panthers. I expected the Panthers to frustrate the hell out of whoever they played in these playoffs. In Game 1, they didn't give Tampa much. Only 19 shots for the Lightning, and Sergei Bobrovsky was brilliant on every single one. The biggest was this monster save with 3 minutes left and the goalie pulled on Steven Stamkos. Tkachuk gets the dagger with the empty net, and despite Tampa's #1 power play getting one to make it a 1-goal game with a few seconds left, the Panthers take Game 1 3-2. Bobrovsky is back on the case, and the Lightning should hate every second of it. Next, we had the New York Rangers versus the Washington Anomalies. After a scoreless first, the Anomaly magic wore off as the Rangers got on the board and didn't look back. Rempe Mania continues to run wild in New York as he gets the first of the game, and then Artemi Panarin follows that up with a cheeky little 5-hole goal to catch Lindgren cheating for the pass. The Caps just couldn't generate much outside of a lone goal, and the Rangers take Game 1 4-1. The most concerning part is that Ovi didn't record a single shot in Game 1. The Caps are a major dog to win this series, but if they want any chance of actually pulling this off, Ovi has to get going. Then we had our chaotic game of the night between the Avs and the Jets. With this series being deemed the Battle of the Frauds, tonight's fraudulent prospect number 1 was Avs goalie Alex Georgiev. He was a concern coming into the series, and after a wild first, which saw each team score 3 goals, it seemed like everything was going in for the Jets. Adam Lowry had a legacy game in this one as he gets 2 goals, including this triple doink on the post that just barely crosses the line. Big game for the captain while going head-to-head with the Kinnan line. Despite a late push from the Avs, they can't outscore their problems, and they drop Game 1 to the Jets after a wild
this right here was the best game.
Alex Georgiev finishes with a .696 save percentage as he only made 16 saves on 23 shots. No matter how much of a beast the Nate Dogg is, if you get that caliber of goaltending, you're absolutely cooked. Our grand finale featured the Canucks and Preds, and the atmosphere at Rogers Arena was absolutely electric. I expected this series to be a track meet, but the scores won't reflect that because of the level of goaltending.
Bro, I gotta go
Thatcher Demko proves that theory right.
Is bro doing the worm?
That because of the level of goaltending. Thatcher Demko proves that theory right early on as he makes a bonkers save on this 2-on-1 to start the game. The Preds were able to contain Vancouver's big boys for the first and second as they led 2-1 after 40 minutes, but then the Canucks struck twice in 12 seconds to flip the game on its head. First, it's the captain Quinn Hughes doing what he does best as he sifts one through traffic, and Suter gets a stick on it to tie the game. Then right after, we had a textbook forecheck from Vancouver. Lindholm, who's F1, takes the body. F2 and Connor Garland takes the loose puck and feeds it to F3 and Dakota
this is
Joshua,
crazy. This was crazy.
Rogers Arena is going bonkers.
No, this was actually insane. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Wait, did you show the other side? Yeah. This was, bro, the pass.
And the Canucks hang on to win this one 4-2.
That was insane.
Joshua really stood out to me in the game. 3 points, 2 goals, and he was the definition of what a power forward should bring for the NHL playoffs. Monday, they can't keep getting away with this. We're fully in the playoff shenanigans now, and as if Leaf fans aren't sick enough, we got Nylander Gate in full swing. The guy played 82 games, hasn't missed a game in years, takes part in practice, and he's still not ready to go for Game 2. Where's Willie? No one knows, yet the Leafs have no choice but to try and tie the series without him. Things started off rough as the Leafs would once again get into penalty trouble, and the Bruins would score first on the power play. Now, the Bruins usually run a 1-3-1 power play, but so far in this series, they're shifting the back.
You still trying to learn formations? Bruins 1-3-1 power play. Okay, so usually I do see him instead of one person up here, it'd be a person down here where like my camera at, and then maybe like one over there, then one over there, and then one in the middle. So okay, I see that's different. So yeah, okay. I mean, it's actually not a bad formation because I see what they're trying to do. I think it's really trying to put pressure on the middle and then set this back door up. I think. I don't know.
Bruins usually run a 1-3-1 power play, but so far in this series, they're shifting the guy in the bumper position down low to create a numbers advantage. The Leafs have had a really tough time adjusting to that, and it shows as Boston scores on the power play to make it 1-0. Not even 15 seconds later, Max Domi gets a huge response goal to tie us up at 1. Then we get a typical Leaf moment. Dying seconds of the period, Boston wins the draw. Leafs get all mixed up in their man coverage, and Pavel Zacha sends a gorgeous pass over to Pastrnak to take a 2-1 lead. Just an absolute dagger before the end of the period.
So this is another thing too. This is why I like reacting to this because I can actually like break it down. When I'm reacting to the actual game, it's kind of like I don't really know what's going on. It's like I know what's going on because I can see the puck going around and they shooting, but I don't know what's really like. You know what I mean? The formations they in, like just like he said, they got tangled up. I wouldn't have known that. I would have not have known that unless he said that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking at it. Okay, yeah, they are tangled up. I didn't even know. So I feel like this is good too, like, cause my NHL knowledge,
gorgeous pass over
terrible.
Pasternak.
Like I said, I'm a new NHL fan though, so
just an absolute dagger before the end of the period, and I can guarantee you that 98% of Leaf fans thought that they would just completely fold after this goal. But to most people's surprise, they actually didn't back off. The Leafs would earn a power play, and Tyler Bertuzzi channels his inner Jose Bautista and bats this one into the net to tie the game. Unfortunately, that's a high stick, and it's deemed no goal. Usually that would shake the Leafs up, but it's the guy...
Wait, what does a high stick mean? Hold on, let me look it up real quick. What does a high stick mean? High stick hockey. High sticking can refer to two infractions in the sport of ice hockey. High sticking the puck, as defined in Rule 80 of the rules, may occur when a player intentionally or inadvertently plays the puck with his stick above the height of the shoulders. Oh yeah. Makes sense. Above the cross. Oh yeah. So it's literally exactly what happened. Okay. I didn't know they had an actual rule for that. That's kind of crazy.
Left the ice and it's deemed no goal. Usually that would shake the Leafs up, but it's the guy who left the island himself, and John Tavares, who responds by tying this game up. The third period was extremely tight, with both Samsonov and Allmark making ridiculous saves to keep the game tied. However, with 8 minutes left in the third, Matthews catches the puck out of the air to go on a breakaway and then goes backhand forehand roof. How dare he, to technically get his 70th goal of the season. The Bruins would press, and Marchand would partake in his usual diving routine, but the Leafs get a gutsy win on the road while missing Waldo Willie. If there's any doubt if the Cup parade is on after this game, you bet your ass it is, as we've got ourselves a series. Then we got Game 2 of the Isles versus Hurricanes, and we got our first tilt of the NHL playoffs between Stefan Nation and Cal McLean. That sparked the Islanders as they came out hot, with Palmieri getting a squeaker to make it 1-0. The Islanders then do some good work on the forecheck to get the puck from Barzal to Horvat in the slot, and then Anders Lee gets left wide open on the power play to make this game 3-0 with 16 minutes left to go in the second. That's a big hole for Carolina, but there is some time, and Teravainen would get a power play goal of his own to set the seed of doubt for the Islanders. The Hurricanes' pressure from their defense is what makes them so dangerous, and on the second goal, it's a strong pinch at the line to keep the puck in to eventually set up a Seth Jarvis snipe to put Carolina within one. The Islanders are now on the verge of cooking up a choke job, and with the extra man, Sebastian Aho tips one home to complete the comeback. The barn is rocking, all the momentum is in Carolina's favor, and before the Islanders can even take a breath, Martinook smothers Dobson on the forecheck before he can advance the puck, and Varlamov thinks it's already on his right. Martinook takes advantage of the misread and slips the puck home to make it 4-3. A devastating collapse for the Islanders.
See, another thing again, I wouldn't even do this. Okay, I like how you break it down.
Take a breath. Martinook smothers Dobson on the forecheck before he can advance the puck.
So he thought it was on his left side.
Thinks it's already on his right. Martinook takes advantage of the misread and slips the puck home to make it 4-3. A devastating collapse for the Islanders, who arguably outplayed Carolina in the first two games, only to come up empty-handed. Fun fact, the Islanders were 81-0 as a franchise when holding a 3-goal lead in a playoff game, but the script for this season is truly insane, and there's a first for everything. Heading over to the West, we had Game 1 of the injured reserves versus the Dallas Stars. Mark Stone miraculously cleared for Game 1, and of course, this guy scores the first goal of the game to trigger absolutely everyone in the hockey world. The scarier part is that Vegas
such a clown organization.
Everyone in the hockey world. The scarier part is that Vegas looked like the same team that won the cup in this game. My concern for Dallas coming into this series was that their lethal rush offense would be negated by a relatively conservative Vegas team in the neutral zone. Whenever Dallas tried to stretch the play and catch a player up ice for a fast break, Vegas' forwards would be in a conservative position to cut off the pass, and it led to 2 Vegas goals. Dallas responded every time Vegas took the lead, but ultimately it was too little too late, and the injured reserves take game 1. The hockey world is livid. Vegas just keeps getting away with it, and it seems like everyone is praying for Dallas to bring justice to the NHL. To end the night, we had game 1 between the LA Kings and the Edmonton Oilers. From start to finish, this was a Connor McDavid masterclass. Out of the gate, this guy's doing spinoramas and sending perfect passes to Hyman to get on the board early. All night, every time McDavid touched the puck, he was simply at another speed, both physically and mentally. McDavid finishes the night with 5 assists to become the first player to do so in the NHL playoffs in over 25 years.
Hey, bro,
Zach
McJesus
Hyman
right
also
here.
had a hat trick in this one, and despite the score looking close, this game was all Oilers from the start. So, what did you think of the first few days of the NHL playoffs? Who surprised you? Who pissed you off? Let us know in the comments down below.
See, honestly, I wish I would have seen this Oilers game, bro, because I've been meaning to see McDavid, bro. I forgot how good he really was. But like I said, y'all, let me know in the comments what's the best games to react to. I'm not reacting to every single one. Absolute best ones. All right, the most, just like with the high scoring games, something like that. That's good to react to. You know what I mean? It goes down clutch situations. You know, and somebody scores, just like how the Red Wings games was. You know what I mean? Y'all know. All right, so let me know in the comments. I love y'all.